One of the things successful people do differently is that they carry themselves according to their vision. Your vision is a picture of a preferred future. If your picture of a preferred future is being the next executive in your organization, then what I'm saying is that you carry yourself accordingly. The mistake so many people make in the corporate world today and in life in general is that they don't carry themselves according to where they're going. So for example, if you want to see yourself as the next executive, next CEO, begin to dress the part, begin to walk the part, begin to carry yourself with such a confidence. You see, that's so powerful because very often when people make a hiring decision or a promotion decision, what they do is they don't say, oh, okay, let's make a rational decision around this, let's tick that. Very often they ask themselves, does this person look like they can play the part? Does this person seem like they're ready? And very often you might have the talent, you might have the skill, you might have the brains for the particular job. But because of how you carry yourself, because of how you dress, maybe people don't see it. And they end up making a decision where they dismiss you, where they might just say, you know what, this person is still 5 years away from this. Why? Because of how you're carrying yourself, because of your body language, because of your lack of confidence. It's amazing what confidence does. When you're a confident person, it makes the people around you also feel at ease. They feel like, man, I know where we're going. One of the things about leaders, Napoleon Bonaparte once said, is that leaders are dealers in hope. Leaders are dealers in hope. Leaders are the kind of people who say, I don't know what the future looks like, guys. I've got an idea, but I promise you if you stick with me, you'll be fine. You'll be safe. They exude that confidence. And that's what people are looking for as they go through all sorts of turmoil. They're looking for leaders who give them a sense of hope. And now how you carry yourself says a lot about that. Now, I remember back in the day, I was an athlete. Now, when you find people are always talking about what they used to do back in the day, it means they're not really doing too much of it nowadays. But anyway, I was an athlete in my day, operated at a very high level. And what is interesting is that whenever someone wins a race, what do they do with their arms? As they realize they're about to break a record, they're about to win a race, they're about to get that trophy, they do this at the end, don't they? Now, tell me, why doesn't a person do this? Why doesn't the person do this at the end of a race? Why do they do this? Now, some of you might say to me, well, it's Paul. It's because they've observed that. They've observed it throughout their lives. They've seen that this is what you're supposed to do to show victory. But what is interesting that research has found is that even people born blind, when they get to the end of a race and they feel like they've won, they do that. Right? They raise their arms, they lift their arms, and that's a sign of victory. Now, why does that take place? It's a position of power. Their body is in a powerful position. Now, what's interesting is that they've done some research where they've then tested people, and they've seen that when your arms are in a powerful position, when your posture is powerful, they've actually noted that your testosterone goes up, and that's your power hormone, right? They've noticed that your cortisol, which is one of your stress hormones, actually goes down when your posture is powerful. Now, why is this important? It's crucial because it tells me that I end up with certain body postures based on how I'm feeling on the inside. But at the same time, what happens is my body posture affects my inside. For example, why do you smile? Why do you smile? You smile because you're happy. You smile because you feel good, right? Well, you will also see something interesting. They've done experiments where they've said to people, here, bite this pen. Person does that, and guess what happens when your posture is like this? When you've bitten a pen like that and you're forced to smile, it's been found that you end up feeling happier. Try it at home. So your heart condition, your mind, where you're at mentally, affects your body, but it's also been found that how your body is affects your heart, affects your insides. So carry yourself according to your vision. Carry yourself according to where you want to go. There are many powerful postures. For example, if I stand in front of a table and I lean forward like this, that's a position of power. Testosterone goes up, cortisol goes down. how do people position themselves before an interview? They have posture that is quite negative, that is quite guarded. Have you ever noticed that? Have you ever seen people when they're afraid and they're about to give a presentation? How do they stand? They stand with one foot behind another, one leg behind another as they present. What are they saying? They're saying, I'm afraid of you. I'm guarded. I have to protect myself. I have to preserve myself from danger. Well, what happens when you're in that kind of position? Your testosterone goes down and your cortisol goes up. It actually affects your anxiety level. Now, I'm not saying that when you go to your next interview or your next review meeting with some stakeholder higher up in your organization, I'm not saying you must just, stand like this and tell them, hey, what do you think of me, right? I'm not saying your posture must always be, that imposing. But there's a lot of things you can do in the toilet, in the bathroom beforehand. Just remember how you carry yourself affects your mood, affects how you are. Successful people condition themselves for success. And part of that conditioning is how you are physically. It could be exercise. It could be how you speak. It's actually been found that when women are afraid, or anyone is afraid, they raise their voice a little bit, right? But particularly with women, it's been found that people don't take you as seriously if your voice is shrieking and it's way up there, okay? And it's funny because with our voices, you find that if you're a musician, if you're a singer, you will exercise your vocal cords just before singing, won't you? You won't eat or drink certain things, especially when you sing in the morning. But it's amazing because we all use our vocal cords on a day-to-day basis. Those of us who speak a fair amount, we use them, but we never exercise them. It's so important. How do you project your voice? And people who study drama, who act, actresses, actors, they do that. They exercise their vocal cords because how you speak, how you express yourself makes a particular point and gives people a sense of, is this person confident? Do they know what they're talking about? Or are they timid? Are they shy? Are they afraid? Make sure you carry yourself according to your vision, according to your destiny. It helps you so much. That's why people say, fake it till you make it. Fake it till you become it. Why? We're not saying be a fake and then after a few years find yourself in a situation that you don't want to be in. What we're saying is that play the part until after some months you realize, wow, this is me. It is actually me. I am worthy. I'm worthy to be here. That's what we're talking about. And successful people do this really well. Thank you.